You know, in my 23 years of life, I found it to be very hard, as many of you probably do, to admit when you're wrong. And I feel like I have to express that I was wrong, especially when it comes to my feelings about Destiny 2. Now, I have expressed these feelings to my friend Hollow, who's in this gameplay with me, as this last level of the Red War campaign was going on, and I said to him, wow, I can't believe how good this actually is. And I don't know how long it took me to realize that, because I'll be the first to tell you guys, I absolutely hated the concept of Destiny when it originally came out, way back when in, like, God, I don't even know. It's definitely been a while since this game has been out, as not just Destiny 2, but the Destiny universe as a whole. And I was like, I originally thought that this game was stupid, because I think around the time that this game released, Call of Duty was going through its own, and I was a big Call of Duty fan at the time. I wouldn't say I'm a fanboy, but I was a big fan of Call of Duty and what it brought to the table. And when Call of Duty started going in this direction of flying, super abilities that, you know, level up or that show up out of nowhere with little to no skill level to use them and so on, I was like, yeah, fuck Destiny, man. Of course, the concept of, again, the advanced movement was something that bothered me, and I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm not sure which came first, whether it was the jumping Call of Duties like Advanced Warfare or Destiny, but I was kind of like, yeah, fuck this concept, dude. Call of Duty's already doing this, and it sucks. Why would I fucking play a game that's basically all about this? And of course, as years go by, I still feel that way. Every time my friend Hollow would even play this game when we're in a chat party or whatever, I'd say, God damn, you're still playing that shitty-ass game? Blah, blah, blah. Kind of ragging on him a little bit, as I usually do, because that's basically our whole relationship over the last nearly a decade, where we're just kind of shitting on each other for the sake of shitting on each other. It's fun, but anyway, that's besides the point. And then when Destiny 2 finally gets the opportunity to actually become free on PlayStation Plus, because I knew if I was ever going to get this game, I would never spend a cent on it. In theory. Keep that in mind. In theory, I knew I would never spend money on this game to buy the base game, any DLCs, etc. But over the years, I just hear how excited Hollow is. And of course, a lot of my friends that I've come to meet over time, they became very big with Destiny, or they were always big with Destiny. And it just wasn't my game at the time. Fast forward to nearly a year ago, I think it was like late December, early October, where Destiny 2 becomes free to play on PlayStation Plus, because I believe it was because, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe it was because Shadowkeep was just about to come out, or the Moon DLC was just coming out, and there was going to be a new season, and I don't know the exact reason why it was becoming free, but all I knew it was free, so I was like, fuck it, I have space on my external hard drive, let's buy this game and see what happens. Lo and behold, as time goes on, I come to realize that I slowly start to realize that I was kind of wrong. I was wrong about Destiny 2 and what it entails. It turns out that this game is a lot more fun and immersive than I previously could have ever imagined. Just how the whole idea of, you know, jumping from planet to planet, you know, going from Earth or the tower to, oh God, I don't even know, Mars, Mercury, Io, Titan, Tangled Forest, I think that's what it is, or the Tangled Shore, excuse me, and the Infinite Forest, and so on, all that stuff. You know, dealing with different factions of enemies like the Cabal, like we're seeing right now, which is, you know, the whole basis of the Red War campaign, and I'll get to that in a few minutes. You know, you fight the Cabal, you fight which are like an alien species, you fight the Vex, who are completely robotic but sentient at the same time, and that's pretty cool. You fight the Taken, which is basically, I don't even know how to describe the Taken. I never really fully understood their lore and their backstory, but all it is like it's basically, I guess you can call the souls of previously dead enemies, I guess, and they're taken to, I can't describe it. I just can't describe it. Next you have the Fallen, which are more of like a scavenger type of faction, which is, I would say, probably besides the Cabal and the Vex, they're probably the next easiest faction to fight against. That's just me. I don't really find them all that difficult to fight. And finally, the Hive, which in my opinion is one of the worst factions to fight against, just because they have so many different classes of enemies that it's just so hard for me at least, to fight against them. It's insane. It's pretty fucking insane. And then you start getting into the whole leveling up of a character. Now, as of right now, I only have 2 characters I really care to level up. I have my Titan, which is like my PvE type class, which is where I would do my strikes and where I'll do the campaigns like the Red War, the Trials of Osiris, and so on. And then you have the my Hunter, which is more of my PvP class, like Crucible, Iron Banner, etc. And the leveling up system in this game was something I was very confused about, just because I'm like, what do I do with this? How do I know what guns are good and so on? Thankfully, I have friends that, don't want to see me completely look like an ass, like Hollow and some other ones. And they've helped me out get some good gear throughout the last, year or so since I've gotten this game. And I really have, I love certain weapons like Hard Light. I love some of the new weapons they've introduced. I love the Gnawing Hunger, which is probably one of the best PvP rifles you can possibly have in a Crucible. That's just me. But yeah, it's just so immersive. This game is just so immersive, and there's really no other way I could put it. It's just such a good, solid, well put together type of game where, even though I didn't play the first game like Destiny 1, I feel like I don't even have to play the first one to even understand what's going on in the game. It's just that good, I just really enjoy it. And of course, ever since Bungie broke away from Activision, which at the time was like historic news, and everyone has their issues with Activision, especially when it's come to Call of Duty as of late, but when Bungie broke away from Activision, I think that was probably the saving grace of this game. Wholeheartedly, I really do believe that this game's saving grace was when Bungie broke away from Activision, because who knows how much Activision would have milked this game to death. And Bungie probably would have been forced to make a Destiny 3 for the next consoles. Now, I don't know how it's going to work in the future when Xbox Series X and PS5 comes out, but I can only imagine, hypothetically speaking, that if Bungie was still in charge, or not Bungie, Activision was still in charge, I guarantee you that I really guarantee you that there would have been a Destiny 3 solely used for PlayStation 5, and anyone who was on PlayStation 4 or Xbox One, they're just going to get the shaft. That's what I think, anyway. I could be wrong, this is all hypothetically speaking, and whatever, but then there's a couple things I wish that this game could have been better at. PvP, as some of you may know, is a mode like Crucible, Control, Mayhem, etc. that I feel is one of the worst things about this game. It's not fun to play in any way, shape, or form. Now, I have gotten somewhat better as time goes on, but it's still, I've had my good games and I've had more bad games than good games, and I just can't compete with some of these guys that have been playing this game for so goddamn long. I just can't compete with them. And come Iron Banner, I do my best to have fun, I try not to take it too seriously, but over time you just keep getting shit on by people that are either a higher light level than you or what, but it's tough. It's just really tough to play, and it's very unfun. I've said before, I'll say it again, Crucible is a cancer to this game, and Iron Banner is essentially AIDS. Because that's all it is sweaty motherfuckers playing this game. And I think removing a skill-based matchmaking, while some people are like, yeah, fuck skill-based matchmaking, fuck Activision for implementing it in their games, etc., etc. I don't fully agree with that. I think standard Crucible probably can do without it. I think Iron Banner should solely be skill-based matchmaking based. I'm sorry. I know it's a controversial take, but I honestly feel like Iron Banner, I'd rather play against Timmy No Thumb players like myself. And I can wholeheartedly admit that I'm not the greatest at this game. I can honestly say that in Crucible and PvP, I'm not the best. But I wish there was a way where I could get better as time goes on, and I feel like now that they've removed skill-based matchmaking, it's going to completely derail that. And some people say it's good for the game, some people say it's bad for the game. I'm one of the people that are like, I don't agree with the change. I feel like they should have kept certain modes that way instead of just turning it off completely. That's just me. And finally, when it comes to any campaign-related modes, the Red War was really fun to play. I really liked the story it was being told about how you got your light taken away, and you have to fight this Gaul guy from the Cabal's Red Legion. And that was pretty cool. I found the ending to be very satisfying. You know, it's the culmination of all this couple of hours of hard work that you're playing through. And it was good. It didn't really offer much gear incentive, but it was still cool. You know, it was still a really fun, you know, campaign. I've also played Trials of Osiris, which was also very interesting to play, which further immerses me in the game and what the game is all about. The characters I enjoy, like Cade 6, even though he's dead now, which, you know, that was way after my time started playing, but Zavala's, I guess, is okay. There's a couple people I enjoy. I also really enjoy guys like Saladin. Shax is kind of fucking annoying, if you ask me. And, but yeah, I just really have enjoyed this game, you know. Obviously, like I said, I find issues with it, but at the same time, it's probably been one of the more fun games I've been playing over the last year. That's just me. So, I was wrong about Destiny 2 all this time. I still have some issues with it, but I can still find fun in playing this game. I find fun in the characters, I find fun in the immersion of the world that you are in, and I love the customization options of my character. I love what I can do to make him more powerful. I love the weapons, and overall I quite frankly enjoy the community, because they don't seem to be that cancerous compared to Call of Duty. But all in all, that's it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think down in the comments section below. I look forward to hearing your thoughts. Have a great day, and peace out.